Hey everybody, happy Sunday craft afternoon. It is Dawn with Dawn's Creative Chalet. My name is Dawn Bourgette and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and it's great to have you guys here with me this afternoon. As you do find me in your news feed, go ahead and say hello and let me know where you're viewing from. I've had people from overseas viewing, which is really cool. Anyway, I'm so glad that I'm here today. We're going to play some more with the Gingerbread Man bundle today, but before we get started, just a few things that I'd like to go over with you guys. Looks like my lighting's okay. The sun is actually out, at least for the time being. I'm in Northwest Michigan, located right there at your pinky knuckle on your left hand. Anyway, they keep calling for snow. I'm looking for lake effect snow that's supposed to appear. And I thought this morning I was going to wake up to white stuff on the ground, but luckily, we lucked out. Oh, darn. Hey, Evelyn. Happy Sunday craft afternoon. All right, guys. So first of all, I want to invite you, if you haven't already, to go ahead and be a part of my email subscription. Join that. Go ahead and point the camera on your smartphone to this QR code, and it will read that. Just tap on your screen. It will take you right where you need to go to subscribe to my email. Right now, I am doing an email special for my Stampiversary, which is in, let's see here, today's the 9th. So in 7 days, on the 16th of November, my 15-year Stampiversary as a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! That's pretty amazing. Time has flown by, though, I have to say. It doesn't feel like it's been 15 years. But anyway, if you'd like to join, I'd love to have you, and you can be a part of my ordering special. And by the way, this is where you'll need to go to place an order with me if you see anything today that you'd like to grab up, or anything for your holiday paper crafting needs. Hey, Kristen, happy Sunday craft afternoon. So go ahead and check out my online store right there. Good to see you guys. Oh my goodness. So let's go ahead and dig into a couple more things here. In fact, I got a little note to remind myself that I didn't forget to talk to you guys about that special. And like I said, 15 years, holy cow. So also with that ordering special, if you decide to go a little bit further and place an order of $75 or more, you will also receive the Bundle of the Month video class. And this month we are featuring Peace on Earth for all of November. And here is a sampling of just one of the 16 cards that you'll have total instruction with. There'll be color photos, all of the measurements, and also a video to accompany each one for assembly of each of the cards. So it's a beautiful suite of product if you haven't seen it already online or in the mini catalog. But check it out, and you can earn this for free. It's a $30 value with a $75 minimum order. All right, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, yeah, a place where you can find me along with right here. So in case this was a happy accident, I do have a community on Facebook, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet Community. Go ahead and join over there as well if you like. Also, my YouTube channel. So I load everything over onto YouTube as well. And if you would like to, and you haven't done so already, go ahead and join my YouTube channel, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet. Make sure to hit the black bell, or the bell. It will turn black, and it will give you notifications whenever I'm poking along on YouTube. Also, my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. Can you see a trend here? I will load this Facebook Live over to YouTube and my blog. So if you're wanting to watch it from my blog, you also can do that as well. Also on my blog, you'll find what I call a recipe card, which I'll show you guys in a minute. A recipe card for all the projects that we're doing today, along with photos of the projects that we're creating today. And what else? Oh, just all the good stuff, right? Just reminders of things that are going on with Stampin' Up! Like I do right here. All right, let's go ahead. What else we got planned for you guys? Let's see here. Upcoming events here at the chalet. So this last Friday, I had Sip and Stamp over at Starbucks, where we did a little bit of jolly Jingle and Mingle, I called it. That was kind of a fun little ring, didn't it? Jingle and Mingle Starbucks Sip and Stamp was this last Friday. We had a really good turnout. I was so excited to see everybody. I appreciate when you guys stop by because I don't like to sit there alone. Quite honestly, just to be blunt, although I did bring some projects with me and I was making some Christmas cards during the slow point before everybody got there. And anyway, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy going over there. I just love the smell of coffee, right? But and by the way, they have their Christmas drinks out right now, you guys. Nobody told me to say that. I'm not getting paid for that. But anyway, and they have my very famous snowman cookies at Starbucks now. Oh my gosh, those are like the best. I love those. They're amazing. Anyway, so thank you again for coming out to see me. Also coming up this Thursday is Creative Card Class. And that is $30 or free with a minimum order during the class. And I'm offering the 3 times of 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. Please RSVP by tomorrow if you would like to attend and be along with us, as I will be cutting cardstock here tomorrow night. So make sure to contact me by tomorrow afternoon. Also, we have the November product inclusive class coming up. We've bumped it up a week because of the holiday coming up. Hard to believe that we have to talk about Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness. But yes, with Thanksgiving, we're bumping things up a week. It'll be on the 20th. So please RSVP no later than this Thursday. Okay, I think I have one more opening for that with the product that is available that we're going to use in the class that you'll get to take home as well. And there's a lot of product. You're going to get a full 6x6 pack of the Christmas Takes and More Designer Series paper, the note cards and envelopes, and the ephemera pack, which is Greetings for You, I believe it's called. Anyway, so a lot of good stuff you can take home and recreate even more stuff. And we're also, part of this, we're making 4 cards and we're also making an 8x8 sampler. I checked, I have 6, looks like I can see them from here, 6 8x8, shadow box frames is what I use for mine. So, and they work best because we like to bump everything and pop everything up with dimensionals. So anyway, I have those here for sale as well if you guys need one, or if you have an 8x8, bring it along with you, a frame that is. Also, let's see here, we have a virtual card class coming up, which is put on through Stampin' Up! And if you're interested in that, I'm going to give you a little bit more details here in just a minute. That is going to be held on November the 20th at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. So in between class, on class day. But anyway, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 4 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone. And it's around 2.5 hours in length. And it's going to be all about the beauty something. I have it buried under here. So anyway, I'll show it to you in a minute. But it's only $30. There's obviously no tax, no shipping on it. You just purchased it as a product number, and then they'll email you with all the product information. The class is held in a private Facebook group, and you'll join there. And they will also be recording it in case you cannot make it during the time that they're live. So this kind of makes it easy, for everybody. So don't feel like, I can't be there at 4 o'clock on the 20th of November. I can't do this. No, it's recorded. So if you like to be a part of it, you can always watch the recording. And let's see here. Also, into that weekend on the 22nd on Saturday, I'm going to be at Mason County Reformed Church for the Christmas shop, I think is what they're calling it. It's a vendor craft show, and it starts at 9 a.m., and I think it's either till 3 or 4. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to be there with lots of cards. So if you need some Christmas cards or everyday occasion type cards, I will be your person. Come over and see me. Usually they have put me in the room where the this, I don't even know what to call it, like where the stage is and stuff, towards the back. Anyway, you'll find me. You're not going to be able to miss me. Hey, Sue. Hello and happy Sunday afternoon. So I'll be at Mason County Reformed Church on Saturday, November 22 from 9 till 3 or 4. Also, I've already set my date for my BOGO. So if you guys want to write this down on your calendar so that you do not miss it and do not make plans otherwise, or make plans in the afternoon. But the BOGO for my retired stamps and more, the sanctuary. Thank you, Kristen. Yes, I will be in the sanctuary. Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you. The BOGO event will be on Saturday, May the 16th at 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. As far as I know, it's going to start at 10. They're going to now charge me if I want to set up the night before. So they're not going to let me know until it gets closer to the date if I can set up the night before. I will keep you guys posted on that, because if I have to set up everything in the morning of the sale, I might have to move it to 11 o'clock. But I'll keep everybody informed. And that's a long ways away. At least it seems like it, right? That's May of 2026. Oh, actually, it's really not that far. But anyway, so put that down on your calendar. Otherwise, I'm here every Sunday with you guys, and we have a lot of fun. So let me talk to you guys about this online class. It's Brushed with Beauty is what we're going to use. I knew it was on the tip of my tongue. I just, couldn't remember exactly. So I'm going to show you a couple of things here. So this is what I believe we're using. So the class itself is 170074. That's what you'll put in as like you would order any other product. You're paying for the class. Like I said, then you'll get information in your email. This is the stamp set, and these are the dies that will be used for that class. And this is new product that just came out the first part of this month. And also you'll see something else that's new. This is new packaging. So as you guys are ordering with me in November, you're going to notice that the packaging is going to be changing. It looks a little different. I'm still getting used to it, but what I do love about it the most is that it takes up a lot less space, so I can buy a lot more. I have to have some kind of logic to the madness, right? But it's very, compact. So that I do like. Anyway, so the Brush with Beauty class, $30, and again, it's going to be held, the live event will be on the 20th, but you can purchase. In fact, you can still purchase the other class that we just attended live. It's still available because, again, it's a product that you can still purchase, which was the Traditions of Christmas stuff, if you would like to make those projects. And I keep forgetting to bring them back here. I have them in the other room, in my classroom. But anyway, just wanted to mention this to you guys in case you are interested. And in case you need to see what else you'll need for the class, you can go ahead, and if you watch the replay, you'll be able to pause and check out everything that they're suggesting for the class. Okay, along with, of course, the Sweet collection of Brushed with Beauty, which is 167-100. And you can find that right in my online store. Also, just a reminder, tomorrow, you guys, today's the 9th. So tomorrow is the last day. If you have not signed up for Paper Pumpkin and love Christmas or holiday packaging, this is going to be your kit. It's called Wrapped in Cheer. And like I said, tomorrow's the last day to grab that to be part of November's shipping for Paper Pumpkin. And then we go on to December. That looks really pretty too. I like that. And also, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, just remember that you get the perk of being able to order these really cute dies that they come up with every quarter that match a full quarter's Paper Pumpkin kits. So keep that in mind. If you haven't gotten these already and you are a subscriber, you can go ahead and order those. It is item 167855. And another reminder on the 12 days of crafting advent calendar. As far as I know, it is still available. And that is item 167335. It is $99, but I tell you, it's very well worth it. There's a stamp set that goes along with it that is not included in the 12 compartments in the kit behind the doors. There are some dies and embellishments and twine and designer series paper, all kinds of things. So it's very well worth the $99. In fact, you don't even have to wrap it because the box itself is so beautiful. So if you know somebody who loves crafting, that would be like the perfect gift to get them. And of course, we have our mini catalog right here. So there are some things that are unorderable right now, but they should be returning. So be patient on that. What's really cool in our online store that they have done in the past couple months, because we no longer do the back order thing. What's really cool is if you're looking for an item and right now it is not available, there's an area where you can put your email address in and push the button that says notify me, and you will receive an email as soon as the product is available, which is really nice. So you don't have to keep going back and going back and going back to the website. Although it's kind of fun to look around, isn't it? Because then you always find more stuff you need to buy. But it is a nice convenience to have. And then speaking of that, of course, we have the September online exclusives that came out, obviously, in September. So there was a lot of cool things, and there's some holiday things, fall things, all the things in here. But also what just became available, whoops, that's upside down, are the November online exclusive products. So there are some very beautiful things. This right here is the suite of product that will be used for the online class on November the 20th. It's gorgeous. I know my printer doesn't do it justice with this flyer here, but it gives you a little bit of an idea. And then we have another suite, which is called, I believe, Hobby Haven. And then we also have, whoops, I skipped a page here. We have some brand new bundles, which are gorgeous. I love anything with a punch. That's me. But you can buy these things individually. If you see something where you just like the punch and not the stamp set, you can do that too. Many options, but some very fun things. Even have a Valentine's set that is out already. So we have a sprinkling of Valentine's Day in there for you. It is super cute. In fact, I'm going to give you guys a close-up of that because that's just stinking adorable. You know what I love? And I know it's really hard to see, but they have these little wings that you can put on the bear. And I was just like, oh, that made my heart melt. So I had to get it. I love it. Just love it. But there are some very fun things in here. So make sure to, on the search, put in November online exclusives, and the search should come up and show you all of these new products. I've also, I believe, have linked this in both my group and on my page, but I can do that again later today, where you can look at this itself. You'll also want to look at it in the online store once you punch in a number when you do a search, because it will give you better quality pictures, larger pictures that you can see. But this gives you a really good idea. I know I myself am very visual, and I'm thankful that Stampin' Up! Is finally doing this for our online exclusives. And they said it's slapped together, but honestly, to me, it's a very valuable resource. So I can keep track of things. I'm a paper kind of girl. I bet you guys are too. We all love to get catalogs and brochures, right? It's just easier, and I can categorize things in my brain that way. But anyway, lots of neat things, so check those out. And then we're going to have, so these come out every other month, so the next batch will come out in January. And it's hard to believe, but as a demonstrator, we're able to pre-order product, I believe starting the 18th of this month, for our spring products and our January releases for online exclusives. It's crazy. Like, time is flying by. I feel like I'm on this speed, I don't know what you want to call it, like a speed time lapse. I don't know. What do you call that? Like the beam me up Scotty thing. I don't know. Anyway, just to remind you guys once again, this is the recipe card I put together every week. Of course, if you watch me, you'll want to watch the video as far as for measurements. I don't do tutorials very well. Hey, Marie. Happy Sunday Crafternoon. It's good to see you. But what this does do is give you a bunch of helpful links as far as shopping and where to find all the things, and also gives you a list of all the items of products that I've used for today's projects. So if you do download this, there's links that I'll put up above Facebook once we're done watching. Also very down at the bottom of the description in the YouTube video. And then also, because I also do links for every individual product in the description on YouTube. And then also my blog will have a link where you'll be able to download this as well. And once it's downloaded, you can just click on these items. Obviously not if you print it, you know. But anyway, if you download it and click on these, they are clickable links to go right to the products in my online store. Okay, are we ready to create? I know I am. I talk too much, don't I? So once again, I know I used this once before, but this is the Gingerbread Man bundle, and he's so stinking cute. And there were some projects that were made with some training that I was in not too long ago. And I wanted to share them with you because I just think that they're stinking adorable. And there are just even more ways that you can use this sweet a product. Speaking of Gingerbread Man, Starbucks has a new drink called an iced gingerbread chai something or chai. I don't know. Anyway, it was really good. It was really, really good. I had that on Friday, and I had one Saturday, and then I had one again yesterday was Saturday. I didn't have one today yet. But anyway, highly addictive, very yummy. And also, just to warn you guys, I have a bottle of water here. I have a little cold. It kind of comes and goes. It's so weird. It's like, yesterday I was fine. Today my nose is stuffed up again. I don't get it. But anyway, I have water in case of an emergency of a cough hack situation. So bear with me. Just in case. All right, let's bring in some of our goodies. Let's go ahead and do this one first. Mainly it's a lot of dies. So I'm going to bring back the dies again to show you guys. I can grab them. Let's see here. There we go. So I love the candy cane. You cut out both pieces. You'll need to cut it twice to get the effect of this. There's also the candy, the lollipop, all kinds of fun things. And we have a scarf for a gingerbread man and a hat. And then we have the icing. This is if you want to snap them in half. Also, a bow. You can use just the upper bow, which we're going to do today, as well as the full bow, I believe. And then we also have, these are itty bitties for the face, these little guys here. And then we have a mug, which I think is really cute. We have the candy wrapper, the gumdrops, and also the speech bubble, as I call it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun things that we can do with this. So let's go ahead and play a bit. Now you're going to find that I have cut, and even sometimes to the point of pasting, some of these items together so that they wouldn't get lost. I call them losables because they are easy to lose. Like these little gumdrops right here. So I did stamp and cut all these out. I also stamped that. That's in, oh my goodness, Old Olive and white. And then we also have Real Red and Pretty in pink and white for our little candy. I didn't cut off the actual wrapper. I should have. That would have been cute. And then these little dots that we're using on the card as well, they're called Dear Dots. And it is item 165848. I should have checked to see if these were available right now or not, but they're adorable and they go perfectly. But then I also grabbed these because everybody loves these, right? I mean, they say Christmas all over them, and they are the red, real red and white adhesive backed peppermints. And there's the item number for it, 164050. Aren't they just, they're the sweetest. And although I'm not really truly a peppermint person by any means, I love peppermints on my cards and anything holiday because it just screams holiday. All right, let's see here. I got my cheat sheet already. Let's go ahead and assemble this card. I'm going to try not to lose these little gumdrops. They are so cute. And actually, I'm going to show you guys this. I have a collection of gumdrops in every color imaginable. Isn't that fun? This particular stamp works well with a stamp and cut machine. And I had a vision of gumdrops on a card, and I want to show you guys this right here. And I just thought that was a lot of fun. I just thought, ooh, gumdrops all over. Wouldn't that be kind of fun to do? And actually what I should have done too is do a little bit of Wink of Stella on there to give the sugary kind of feel to it. It would have been kind of fun as well, but I didn't. Anyway, so just had to share that. Collection of gumdrops. Are you getting a sweet tooth yet? All right, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we have a piece of Pool Party. This is cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then we have our inside piece, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and, as always, we're going to stick this inside the card and get it out of our way. One less piece we have to worry about. Just like that. And then I think, yep, I also have a piece. This is 1/4 inch by, I believe, 5 1/4. In fact, it might even, nope, it's perfect. Okay. I thought maybe I left it too long. So 1/4 width, and as far as length, 5 1/4. And I'm going to put this on the inside on the bottom of the card. Uh-oh, is my sunshine going away? All of a sudden there must be a dark cloud that's coming over my house. And that's just a little extra decor for the inside of the card. I need to make sure I'm kind of like in your vision. That would kind of help, wouldn't it? Let me scoot this. There we go. Now we're much better. Okay, this is a piece of the Traditions of Christmas, a 12 by 12 pack of paper. Isn't it? It's gorgeous. I love this paper so much. And then I also have a piece of basic white. We're going to layer these two together. And the basic white is 4 by 5 1/4. The designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. So we're going to go ahead and give a little bit of glue with my seal adhesive and stick it down, centering it ish to the white cardstock, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and layer this to our card base, just like so. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. Uh-oh. Let's pull that off for a minute. Woo, saved by the bell. What I want to do is put this on here first. Whoops. I'm glad I didn't use liquid adhesive, because liquid adhesive, that would have really been a messy situation. So I'm going to put it about the middle. Put a little bit of adhesive on this side, and we're just going to, this is the way I cheat with bows and making it look like I tied it and went around, but I didn't. Okay, so there we go. Now we can stick it to the front of the card. Whew, I'm so glad I caught that. This is basic white, and I cut it with the branching out dies. Now I did refrain from getting that stamp set, but I had to get the dies because I like this, like I call it like a notched ticket. It looks like the old-fashioned tickets you used to get. You guys, some of you will be able to relate. You know, I have to laugh. This will take me back to Starbucks on Friday before everybody got there. I'm going to grab my pool party ink. There's a gal who works there. Her name is Mary. I love Mary. She's fun. She's a little snarky, but it's her personality. And once you get to know her, you realize that. But you know what she told me? She said I'm old. How dare her? No, we were talking about a place that she also loves to get coffee cakes south of here a little ways. And by the way, I'm going to center this a little kind of sort of-ish. Anyway, and we were talking about this coffee cake that we both love. And she goes, oh, by the way, I hear that they have, in season, in the summer, they have fish boils. And I said, yeah. I said, they're really good. You ought to try that sometime. And you know what? She goes, well, those are for people who are old, because I remember going there and all I seen were old people there. I'm like, oh my God, you don't have to be old to eat fish. Seriously. I was like, I can't believe you just called me old. Like I'm doing old people things? No, say it isn't so. All right, so we're going to put this on with dimensionals. And I might need to open up a new pack. Let's see. Nope. I got a fresh sheet. Oh, this makes me so happy. So anyway, yes, I was called old on Friday. I've been crushed about it ever since. Told her. She made a mark. It hurt. She's a good gal, though. All right, so we're going to put this in the middle. Just like so. And I've already tied a bow. This is our real red shiny ribbon, and I love it. It's so much fun. And when you like it, you got to put a bow on it, right? Should be a song about that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to attach that there like so. It's cute, but we're going to make it even more cute. And we're going to attach, let's see here. Where did my liquid glue go? Multi-purpose liquid glue. Whoop. And we'll put that on there like so. And, whoops. We'll put that there. And grab my lollipop. And I think we're going to put that right about kind of sort of there. We'll squeeze it in there. Whoops. Oh my goodness sakes. Let's see. There we go. We'll put it right like that. That looks good. And then we're going to go ahead and taking my little gumdrops here. Put a gumdrop there. And then let's see, we also have, so these are stamped in Pool Party, Old Olive, and Pretty in Pink. See, we'll put another gumdrop there and one there. Like that. And that. And a few more, just for good measure, because, you know, we love sweets. That's what Christmas is all about, right? All the sweets. There we go. And there we are. And let's see. I need a pool party here. I got a few too many. They must have been sticking together. We'll put this one right like so. Okay. And there we go. That is card number 1. All right, let's venture on to card number 2. So again, I've done a lot of the work ahead of time just because it makes it a little bit easier. But I did cut out one of the gingerbread men or women with the die already. I had stamped it and good to go there. But I have all the other bits and pieces here. So we're going to do a little bit more assemblage together. So first of all, like I said, I cut out her first. And we're going to stamp him on this piece, and I need a piece of scrap paper. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at this. Look what I was eating before I got online. A peanut butter cookie. If you guys, okay, here's another place that if you're in Michigan and if you go north of me to Manistee, you have to try this lady. Oh my gosh, her swirled cinnamon bread is the best ever. We just had, I think this will work. Well, I have some peanut butter crumbs on there. So, hey, you make do with what you got, right? That's what we do as crafters. We get ingenuitive. Anyway, she has a swirled cinnamon bread that is so awesome to make into French toast. That's the word I was looking for in my brain. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a block because I need a big block. All right, I couldn't find it. Here it is. So this is like the F block or something like that. It's our biggest block that we have for our gingerbread man because I forgot that we needed to stamp him. But you need to be careful with him. I have ripped a photopolymer stamp not too long ago. Not the gingerbread man, but a different one, and it made me really sad. Now with him, to get him so he's not kitty wampus on your block, let him go ahead and go back to his shape, and then place your block on top, and there you go. That way, you're not trying to put him on and then his body might be wonky. You guys know what I'm saying? That kind of makes sense. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and stamp him. Whoops. My bracelet. I should probably not wear this, but it's like in my way here. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp him in Early Espresso. That's too funny. I'm using a wrapper from a cookie. Anyway, also her peanut butter cookies up at the bakehouse, I'm not kidding you guys, they're like this big. They're humongous. Huge-mongous. I love peanut butter cookies, and the mister does not, so it's a treat when I'm able to go there and get a peanut butter cookie or two. Okay, we're going to go ahead. He's going to go off the paper a little bit, just like so. I just didn't want to get ink on my glass mat, because otherwise with me wearing off-white, that might not be pretty. So I'm trying to avoid an accident. Okay, there we go. Perfection. And there we go. See, the wrapper served a dual purpose. A scrap paper and protecting a cookie at the same time. All right, now we're also going to grab, let's see here, Mr. the Winky one. Mr. Winky, that doesn't sound good, does it? Oh dear. Oh, yay. Okay, anyway, let's use this little guy. And, oh, Dawn. Okay, so we're just going to attach that. The nice thing about photopolymer stamps, you can see through them, so you can see right where you need to stamp, which is kind of cool. So I can really load on stamps on my, oh, is that right? Yeah, I think it is. On my block. Hey, that's perfect. Isn't he cute? And be able to utilize the block for more than one stamp if I like. Okay, so we're going to take that and put it away before I lose it. These little buggers, oh my gosh, they can get lost so quick. In fact, just yesterday, I was looking for some dies that I had cut out. Everything sticks to the back of these. It's crazy. Let's see here. We're also going to need, we're not going to need buttons. Okay, cool. I think I got what I need. All right. So we're going to go ahead and layer her on top like so. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals that have just ran away. There they are. And then we're going to trim everything so it's flush on the edge, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. But hey, guys, tell me what you did this weekend. See, I'm not going to have to put them... Here we go. Yeah, like that. So, probably as far as here. Let me know, what did you do this weekend? Anything fun? Are you getting your Christmas decor up? I brought my Christmas decorations home from storage, and I'm excited to set up my tree. I'm hoping to do that sometime this week in between getting ready for the craft show over at the church. Okay, so, so I put this one together already. So this is pretty in pink, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put her bow on here. She's gonna have a cute little bow, just like that. And of course, she also needs a bow near her neck. Make her super little girly. There we go. Oh, isn't that cute? And by the way, I stamped, there's a stamp for the cheeks, which is this stamp right here. And I used Pretty in Pink on that. I got ahead of myself when I was preparing for this. And I'm going to take my scissors before we go any further. And we're going to chop off part of her fingers. And we're going to chop off her part of her torso here. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, anyway. See, isn't that cute? And then we're going to do some layering. I know I'm bouncing all over, aren't I? So first of all, I guess I should have said we're using Pretty in Pink as the card base. 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then the inside white piece, which is 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to put this on the inside. And then we'll go ahead. I used Early Espresso as a layer, along with this being crumb cake. So the Early Espresso is 5 1/4 by 4. The crumb cake piece is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So as you can see, just a little bit of that Early Espresso is going to peek through if I cut this right. That's close, but it's just enough to, I don't know, just give it a little extra something something. You know what I mean? And I am going to use glue on this, multi-purpose liquid glue, so we have a little bit of wiggle room if I need to move it. But I think that looks pretty good. And we'll put this on with dimensionals. Hello, Laura. Happy Sunday crafternoon. It's good to see you. Okay, let's see here. Oops. Peel these little guys off. There we go. Layer it onto the card front. And we have our little speech bubble, which it only goes one way, unless, of course, you flip it, which gives it that weird edge when you cut it, but not a big deal to me. And, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and use Pool Party ink. And, oh, I forgot to get that saying out, Seasons Eatings. So we're going to use this side and stamp our sentiment. I'm going to take this off for a minute so you can see what I'm doing. Right, like so. Ooh, perfect. I love when things work out when you guys are hanging out with me. All right. So down south of me, Laura, did you guys see any snowflakes flying around this morning? There's nothing here yet, but I know that they're calling for the S word. Ugh, I am so not ready. I'm never ready for winter, though. I'm just not a winter person. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and he's going to be like talking to her, saying, Seasons Eatings. Okay, this might be a little tight squeeze, but we're going to get it done here. There we go. Looks good. And then, this is the way the the candy cane comes out when you use that die. So I cut it twice. So I ran it through with Pool Party and also with Basic White. And I always forget to get out my adhesive sheets, which would probably be easier. But hey, I like to make things a little more complicated in life. I'm teasing, but it's not that difficult. Look at how easy that was. Isn't that cute? And we're going to go ahead and she's going to hold this cute little candy cane. Oh, sorry for the sniffling. My goodness. And this is the cute die of the wrapper for the candy. And then I cut this piece out. Whoops. So we'll layer these together. And put just a tiny dab of glue there. A little bit goes a long way with our multi-purpose liquid glue. Oh no, is it snowing over there, Evelyn? No, keep it. You guys, no. Because I know I'm just east of you by, what, 8 miles? No, no, no. You know what I didn't do on the other card? I forgot to put the little, we'll do that in a minute, the little candies on it. Okay, gosh darn it. I was really hoping that maybe the weathermen were wrong, like they normally are, and that there would be no snow. Okay, yeah, I'm a whiner. I admit it. Okay, for the buttons, we're going to use the deer dots. And I'm going to grab my take your pick tool. You know, I thought I heard like the wind blowing just a minute ago. Like all of a sudden it got a little darker. And I'm thinking, what is going on? So sure enough, here it comes. Okay, so we're going to use the Pool Party color. Come over here, little guy. And you're going to talk to your embellishments and give him some buttons. Oh, I actually put this a little too, we're going to move him. There we go. So we can put 3 buttons on him. There we are. And then we're going to give her just a couple of buttons because she's got a blouse on. So, you know, that's different, of course. And there we go. And I think I got everything on there. So that's card number 2. Let's bring back card number 1. And I'm going to put a couple of extra little goodies on it because I just think that these are really cool. Hello, Kathy Williams. How are you? It is good to see you. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm wrestling with the peppermints. And we're going to go ahead and just put a couple of these on here. I just think that these are so stinking cute. Can't get enough of them. There we go. All right. Now that card is complete. Let's go ahead and do card number 3. So card number 3, hey, happy Sunday, has my very favorite piece of Designer Series paper, which is in the Christmas Tags and More 6x6 paper pack. Love it. And let's get all of our pieces here. Okay. I think I got everything I need. Yep, I do. Good deal. All right. So, of course, I did a couple things in advance on this card, but let's go through the card base and build it up. Snowflake. Who's saying humbug? Oh, I know. Oh, I get it. I so get it. This is a real red and cardstock, and it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then this is our basic white piece for inside, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I mean, I love Christmas and everything, but I could do Christmas with palm trees. But the thing is, see, my dad's down in Florida, and he would love for me to be down there, but I'm just not at that stage yet in my life to just go. And I don't want to, I wouldn't want to live there year round. I don't think, because in the summertime it gets blasted hot, and in the winter it's all right. You know, we're gonna, oops, I cut that a little funky, so we're gonna compromise. There we go. I meant to cut this at 4. This is 3 3/4, so we just, yeah. Anyway, it's just a piece on the inside to kind of tie it into the outside. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just not at that stage of moving to Florida. Just not there. I know I'm old, as someone at Starbucks told me on Friday, but I'm not that old. But anyway, so I don't know. I mean, it sounds glamorous, right? But yet I'm not there yet. Just not there. All my friends are here, so. Okay. Oops, I forgot my cheat sheet. I need that. So we went through the card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then we are also using Garden Green. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have the plaid piece from the Christmas Tags and More. And this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. All right. Kat says, snow from 4 p.m. Christmas Eve until maybe 1 or 2 on Christmas Day. And then it all can go away. You know what? I'm with you on that, Kathy. Because it does look pretty at first. And then it becomes what I call snert. Snert is snow and dirt. So it's now snert. And when it gets to that point, it's ugly. And all the trees are bare. Oh, I'm sounding awful, aren't I? Dawn, be quiet. Anyway, yeah, it just isn't my bag. All right, we're going to go ahead and just, instead of putting this on with dimensionals, I'm going to do that with my gingerbread man. So I didn't want to puff up the card too much because I know, you know, the postal carrier frowns on things that are like 10 inches thick. So what I did with this, I went ahead, I stamped the gingerbread with Versamark ink onto pecan pie cardstock. And then I used this really cool die right here to cut him out. You don't want to, I don't like driving in it either. I don't like to shuffle it, drive in it. I don't like to try to walk in it because I'm klutzy. And I always fall. I'm afraid at this point in my life, because I'm being told that I'm old, that I may like break a hip or so, or something. Oh my gosh, all the things you got to worry about, right? It's just Michiganders. I tell you, we're tough cookies. We are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I need the wink face, I think. Let's see here. Where did it go? Where does this go? Oh, right there, right in front of my face. Okay, we're going to do the wink because I think he just looks cute when he winks. And I'm going to grab my black. And then also, I believe that there is, yes, buttons. So in case you don't want to add your own, you can just stamp them. And we're going to add the buttons on this side of my block. Oh my goodness, we're getting a lot of stamps going on this one block. There we go. And I'm going to move this aside. We mean some serious business here now. We're giving him a face. Just a youngster? Well, I love you, Evelyn. I wish I was a youngster. I don't know. I guess you're only as old as you feel, right? Okay, there we go. And by the way, I didn't cut him. If you wanted to, you could trim him right here. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to leave him like this on top of the card. Let me show you something here. Oh, wait, no, I didn't do that with this one, or did I? I did. Okay. I doubt myself. Anyway, so I use the O snap right here, so you can lift that up and keep that in place so he doesn't flop open. That sounded funny, didn't it? Poor guy. But anyway, so it kind of leads us, or acts as like a little stopper or something. I don't know what you want to call it. Anyway, and then I used a die, although I think I'm just going to use scissors on this just to cut this, just to make it easy. It's going to look just as cute. And then we're going to just paste this down just a little ways from the rest of his leg. Poor thing. Anyway, I need to give him some buttons. So let's put his buttons right about here. Perfect. Make sure I get all that ink off before I get it on my shirt. You guys are so much fun to hang with. This is why I love Sundays. Sometimes I'm always wondering, what am I going to show you guys, each week? Because sometimes I really get hung up on what am I going to do? But no matter what, you guys are always here, and I love that. Favorite day of the week, Sunday. Okay, there we go. Oh, snap. All right. So we can go ahead now. I think I got all my stamping done, and we can assemble. Bring back my card base. And like I said, you could trim it so that you just have a single layer. But I thought this would be kind of a cool area if you wanted to maybe fold a bill, a $10 bill, $20, $50, I don't know, and put it inside here, or just write an extra little maybe secret message. And then, of course, you have your entire card inside to also write something as well. So kind of fun. So I thought we would leave him like this, so we have that option. So I'm going to go ahead and put him on with dimensionals. And let's see. I'm going to put, let's say I want to be careful because we're going to be cutting this leg. So this is the leg I can put another dimensional on. Poor thing. And I'm not going to peel all these off. I think I'm going to leave some of them covered. Oops. All right, so we're going to put them at an angle. Oh, I need to cut him though. That's right. I need to cut his leg. Sorry. Yow. Okay, there we go. Poor thing. And then we're going to put this one down here. In fact, I'm going to put this on with a dimensional, so it's even with the rest of them. There we go. Did you know too, there's even this little stamp here, and that can be like the, like when you snap a cookie, gingerbread, and it crumbles. Yeah, you could do that too if you wanted to. Okay, and then get rid of that. I obviously pre-cut these in real red for his little bow. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to go ahead and add the Oh Snap. And again, I'm going to put this so that it's over the gingerbread man, so it does hold him in place so he doesn't just flop open. This will keep him shut. So it's kind of like two birds, one stone, right? It's cute, and it acts as a little something to keep him from flopping open. And there is card number 3. Isn't that adorable? Like, he makes me happy. How can you not be happy when you're working with a gingerbread man? Okay, last card, guys. And this is it. Get my cheat sheet again here. Isn't that adorable? So we have all of our pieces. And again, I did a lot ahead of time for 2 reasons. Because otherwise, if I did all of this embossing with you guys, I'm going to get a drink of water here before I start coughing. We would be here for a while. And I love hanging with you, but I'm sure you guys have something else to do today as well. There we go. Good as new. And again, I embossed, heat embossed with the Wow, what is it called? Basics embossing powder. So it has black, white, and clear, I think, in that packaging. And then, of course, used the heat tool on it and melted it. And it looks like he is all frosted up. I think that's the coolest thing. That's one of the first techniques I learned when I started stamping was heat embossing. So much fun. Then I also did the same here. I heat embossed the sentiment, again, with the white embossing powder using the Versamark ink, which is sticky. So it sticks that powder right to it. Then you heat it and it melts, and this is what you get. And I love that. And it's such a cute sentiment, right? And this is pretty in pink. But let's get to the measurements of the card itself, which is crumb cake, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The inside piece is 4 by 5 1/4. No, am I young enough to be your daughter? I don't think so, Kathy. You're not that old. You don't look your age anyway, so you never have, which is a cool thing, right? That's a cool compliment to always have. But I'll just say I'm not in my 40s anymore. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that. That snuck out. Okay, we're going to take the gumdrops, and they keep moving on me. These little guys don't want to stay in place. And we're going to put them onto the block. I'm going to take this off because I don't need that. Make sure I don't lose it though. This is pretty in pink, and it is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to take my pretty in pink ink pad and do tone on tone. We're going to move Mr. Gingerbread Man right out of the way for the time being. And I'm just going to scatter these all over. Now, I don't have to do the middle because the middle is going to be covered up. So that saves us a little bit of time, right? Oh, shoot. I messed that up. Doggone it. There we go. Kind of. All right. And then over here along the edge. Either rotate your cardstock or rotate your stamp. I know, isn't it fun, Kristen? It's such a cool set. Now, you said you might not have inked yours up yet, so you'll have to do something really cool with this too, because I know you're super creative. You'll figure it out, and I can't wait to see what you do with it. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure I don't have to do any other stamping. I think that was it, because I've already done my sentiment and all that good stuff. Now, this piece here, give you guys a roundabout-ish. This is real red, and I embossed it with the Brick 3D embossing folder. I think it's something Brick 3D embossing folder, but nonetheless, it's Brick. And I love this one because it gives a little bit of texture, but it's not like crazy. And I also use the perennial postage dies. So this piece is about 3 1/4 by about 4 1/2. So that gives you an idea of the size that I used out of that set, because there's quite a few to choose from in that set, which I love. And I'm going to put this on here kind of, I call it kitty wampus style. Crooked on purpose. I can do that. I do that all the time. Bam, boom, you're done. And we're going to go ahead and dress up our little gingerbread guy. Oop, there's the mug. Isn't that cute? In fact, let me show you guys. It leaves a little star on it when you cut it. That's so cool. And then the detail in the hat. And of course, you could cut and make this part white if you cut out a couple of these. And then cut the bottom and, you know, like paper piece if you wanted to. I'm just kind of lazy like that. I'm not. But anyway, and then this is the scarf. Isn't that cute? So we're going to dress him so he's not chilly, because it is a little cold outside. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put his hat on. Like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece, I'm going to layer it onto the crumb cake card base. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing I did on the last card with the little speech bubble, but we're going to use the mug. So again, you could trim him right at his fingertips and round it off and just use this one layer. But I thought it would be kind of cool to leave him as is. So if you wanted to write a little extra little message on the inside, you know, I was trying to see if a gift card, you guys will laugh. Yeah, I know. That's my other obsession. Seeing if maybe it would fit in here without it showing. It does a little bit. However, who cares, right? If you're giving it as a gift, the recipient isn't going to care in the least. And then you could put it on the inside, and then on the inside of the card, then write your actual message. I think that would be kind of cool, kind of fun. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab my dimensionals, and we're going to add them to the card. Popped up a little bit. All right. And we're going to put him on the opposite kitty wampus way. So you have the red piece going this way, gingerbread going this way. And let's see. We'll put him on like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of the cup, the mug. But I'm going to put it towards the outside. So it's going to be off balance a little bit, but you'll see why. We're going to put the mug down here, and I'm going to move it so you can almost feel where the mug is kind of sort of going to hit against him. And then this way, again, that mug, the handle of the mug is going to help him stay securely shut. Now we need to add some little pretties. Bring in my dear dots. Oh, I need to add this too, don't I? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and I think I will add this with dimensionals as well. This is going to be a very puffy card. Maybe I'll give it to somebody in person, not through the mail. But you could just not add these so it's not as puffy. And the mailman won't be cursing you out because you made your your card too thick. See, right about there, I guess. Well, shoot. Yeah, okay. We'll put it there. And then grabbing my take your pick tool, and we're going to go ahead and add, I think on this one, we're going to put a real red dot there. And then up at the top, we'll use the pretty in pink. Whoops, that little dot is jumping around like a jumping bean. Okay. And that is card number 4. So let me bring back the others. I just love this so much. It's so much fun. He's so cool. Here's the other 2. So a few more ideas for you. Now I can't remember exactly what episode because I number all of my lives and I can't remember which one it is that I also did some fun gingerbread man stuff with this bundle, but it's in the 200s that I can tell you. But this is episode number 210, so it's not too far back. Anyway, it's adorable. It's such a cool bundle, and I'm afraid that he may retire, and that makes me really sad. But I know we always have cute things that come out, right? And then something else that I'll fall in love with just as much. But he is adorable, he and she, and I hope that if you guys have him and if you haven't inked him, make sure to get the gingerbread guy out and play a little bit. Cute cards. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Oh, did I have? No, I didn't. I already showed you the gumdrops. Oh, here's another sample. Just using the gumdrops. There you go. I'll put that there too. Once again, if you shop at my online store, I have the Stampiversary special, but make sure that you are part of my newsletter to see what that special is. It's good. You're going to want it. And also we have the tutorial, the bundle of the month video tutorial for you at the $75 mark of ordering with me at my online store that I'll send to you directly. And again, this month it is featuring Peace on Earth, or Peace, yeah, that bundle. It's super cute. Anyway, thanks guys for hanging in there with me today. I appreciate you, and I will see you next week. Have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.